Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today we have a slightly different kind of video. As most of you know, I'm trying not to just buy so much makeup and not to consume unnecessary amounts of makeup, so I'm trying to find ways to still do videos but use the products that I do have. So it's kind of like a shop my stash video. So what I'm going to do is first we'll apply some makeup with my everyday makeup and my Project Pan makeup I have in my everyday makeup drawer, and at the end we'll switch out all my makeup because I've had this makeup in here for about a week and I like to turn it over every week so I get use out of all my makeup. But without further ado, let's get on with it. Okay, so this is my everyday makeup drawer. It's a bit of a mess, but I do use it basically daily. So everything I have in here is basically all my Project Pan stuff. I also have some eyeshadow primers as well as like some liquid liner and eyeliners that are not in my Project Pan but I use quite often. And then we have this basket over here which is just either new makeup or just makeup I've been rotating in every week. So I try to use most of this during that week, especially when I'm just doing videos that I'm just talking in or like vlogs and stuff, so just to get use out of all my makeup. This is also all the brushes, like dirty brushes, but I do clean my brushes once a week, but I just leave them in here to use all of this product with. This is the drawer and this is the makeup we'll be changing out today. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've zoomed you in nice and close so you can see everything going on my face, but starting off with primer as usual. And I just want to apologize as well for my voice again, like I am just recovering from the big C word, and I still have some lingering symptoms, but it's just a bit nasally, but I'm much better. So I'm just taking the Essence Fix and Last Makeup Gripping Jelly Primer, and I've been using this over the past week and I really do like it. It isn't as gripping as like I thought it was, but it definitely feels really hydrating on the skin, and also it has a slight tack, but not like, I wouldn't say gripping, but it does feel like a tack. It kind of feels like a serum going on, so it feels really nice on the skin. As you can see, it does give you also a slight glow, so just letting that sink in. So if you have me on TikTok or you watch my YouTube short, you'll know that I have been double priming quite a bit lately. So this is part of my Project Pan. It's the Olivia Hale primer, and it is a silicone based primer, but I'm trying to use it up because I'm pretty sure it's close to its sell by date. So I'm just going to take a dollop of that and I just put this through the T-zone. Because I've already done my eyebrows, so we skipped that step. I just thought it's such a boring step, so we'd cut that out. But next we'll go in with foundation. So the two foundations I have on rotation is this Collection Lasting Perfection Glow foundation in the shade Toffee 12, and then I also have the MUA Pro Base Longwear Matte foundation. This has also been in for a week, and this is my Project Pan. There's barely anything in here. I'll show you the stripes if you haven't seen my Project Pan update. I am almost finished this, but it's not my favorite foundation. I've gotten used to it and I do enjoy it, but it's definitely not my favorite. It accentuates a lot of my pores, so I'm going to go in with the Pro Base today. So lately, I know you're not supposed to put the paddle on your face, but anyway, it's only me using this. So I usually put this on the face like this, and then I like to slightly spread it out with my fingers, and then I go in with a brush. This is slightly too light for me because it is like my winter shade, but anyway. I also have this little new foundation brush that is supposed to be like a dupe for the Artiste oval brushes, so I'm going to use that just to blend it all out. And then just going over all of that with my damp sponge. That Artiste brush isn't that good, I'm not gonna lie. It's not my favorite, so it's only 89 or 84 rand, but I think after a couple washes it might be a bit better, but for now I really don't enjoy it. So next for concealer, I use, this one is from my Project Pan. I used to love it, but it's really not my favorite anymore either, so it just is it just creases a lot more on me than it used to. And then I have this smudge concealer that I did in a recent video that I actually really love. The shade is a bit off, but the consistency is really, really gorgeous. So I use the Rimmel one like this, just for brightening, just like that. And then I go ahead and use the smudge one and basically just fill in the gaps like that. I know it seems like a lot of concealer, but it blends out really nicely with the two products together. The smudge concealer is also a little bit closer to my skin tone, so it blends out really nicely and it doesn't look as stark as it does when you add like a really brightening concealer, which I used to like, but I think that definitely brings out the creasing under my eyes a bit more than if I use something closer to my skin tone. Next I go in with cream bronzer, and this is the same cream bronzer I've been using in most of my videos, which is the PS by Perfect Color Foundation Stick and Contour Stick, and it's in the shade Chai. This one we got from Primark, and I've made a lot of progress on this over the last few months, but obviously because I use it daily almost. So just going to go ahead and blend this out on the skin. So we first just spread it out like that, and then I'll go ahead and blend everything out. So I don't always use cream blush, just because the one that I'm working through is like quite shimmery, as I've mentioned a few times. So next we'll go ahead and set under the eyes. So to set under the eyes, I use this Collection Lasting Perfection Sheer Loose Powder in the shade Translucent. And I use that with a little powder puff that I got in France from Maxi Bazaar. Look at the difference between my under eyes once it's set. So you can see there's a lot less creasing and it adds some sort of coverage as well. So I really like that technique and it's really stuck in my routine. I think I did it in a like hacks video and it's just stuck with me. So very excited about that. Then to set the rest of the face, again, this is part of my project pan. I used the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder, and look how big the hole is in that. I've only been like focusing on it for about a month or so, and I've made a lot of progress on it. The problem with this is it stays tacky for long, like especially if your foundation doesn't fully set down. It tends to like get tacky and you have to kind of pack on the powder. So it's been an easy project pan item. But let's go ahead and just set the rest of the face. Again, I just tap because the base is still like, or foundation is still quite tacky. So I don't want to lift anything or have like little patches. So I just dab on the face. As you can see, like the bronzer is very dulled down now, which is kind of what I want. So I just go in with like quite a heavy hand of powder. Then I use this Mario Badescu Skincare facial spray just to set everything into place and just moisten up and not have it look so matte. So I'm quite liberal with it, and then I just fan it down and wait for it to dry. Moving on to bronzer, I have this Natural Collection bronzing powder in the shade Golden Glow. This is also a Project Pan Focus, and I have a nice big hole in there. And I really do like this bronzer. It's quite shimmery, but it's got like a golden glow in it, as the shade suggests, but it adds like a nice sheen on my cheeks. However, I've noticed that I don't really like it on my forehead because it tends to get a little bit muddy for some reason, but it also does have a lot of kickback in it. So just focusing this on the cheeks. I usually focus most of it on the back of the cheeks and then we'll blend out to the front, just so it's not too aggressive in the front. Then if I overdo the bronzer, I just go ahead and use the same brush I set with and just clean up around the edges. For highlighter, I have two options. This one is my Project Pan. It is the e.l.f. Bite Size Face Duo in the shade Pomegranate. And again, this is the very first highlighter I've hit pan on, so really excited about that. But I don't think I'm going to use this one today. Instead, I'm going to use the Olivia Hale highlighter in the shade Golden Glow again. And this is like almost a true gold. It is quite shimmery, but I'm in the mood for it today. So let's go ahead and apply this. I just use a fan brush. It's actually a really nice brush. I got it from Take A Lot. Just focus that on the high points. Look how nice that is actually. And this is one pound at Home Bargains in the UK. For blush, I'm still working on this. I'm pretty sure you saw this about a year ago on my channel when I did a full face-off collection. And it's the Collection Gorgeous Glow Face Palette. I've completely finished the bronzer, and the highlighter broke while traveling, and this whole component is coming out. But I finally hit pan on the orange blush, which I was focusing on. But today we're going to go in with this pinky shade. It is like a really neutral pink. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the eyes today, so let's go ahead and apply this. I love this shade actually. I wasn't really sold on it. I thought it didn't match my skin tone, but I think I was using the incorrect brush. But now I really like it. So I'm just going to jump off camera, and because I don't have an eyeshadow palette that I focus on, I just kind of go with what I feel. I have a Project Pan one where I'm focusing on some shades, but I'm working on another video, so I'm just going to jump off camera, do my eyes, and then we'll come back and do the lips. So my eyes are already done now, and we just need to do lips and mascara. So for mascara, I have this Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Lash Volume 2. This is not my favorite, but I do kind of use it just when I'm doing makeup for videos and not gonna wear it all day, because this does flake on me and also smudge, falls into my contacts and is not very comfortable. So in all honesty, I'm not going to wear this makeup for very long today. I'm doing one other video, but nothing like outrageous, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this. Then for lips, I have two lipsticks shall I say. So I have the Soph X Revolution one that has been in my Project Pan for a while now, but I haven't made any crazy progress on it because I don't wear it as often. I don't know, I don't like very creamy textures of lipstick. I prefer like a slightly drier formula. And then I also have this, I did a short on this as well, and it is the Essence Everlasting Blooms Color Changing Lipstick. So I'm going to go ahead and use this because it is like almost like a neutral pink and not like a super bright pink. So it'll match the cheeks and not contrast too much with the eyes. And then I have this lip pencil that it's actually an eyebrow pencil, but I've been using it as a lip liner for ages. So it's just a dark brown. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with that. It is like a espresso brown, so quite dark, but I think it will be a nice contrast with a pink lipstick. So I did get this a couple of weeks ago, and that's why it's in my used drawer. The texture is not my favorite. It does feel like a gloss, and I'm not really a gloss girl. I'd rather wear like a lip oil, but it's in my drawer because I just wanted to get more use out of it and get a feel for it. It does taste very bitter, so don't lick your lips, but yeah. So I'm just going to wait for my mascara to dry down a slight bit more, and then we'll go ahead and just spritz the face one last time. Last step is just using a glowy setting spray from Smudge. I did a review on that before, as I said, with the concealer, and it just adds like a nice glow back into your face. And that, my friends, is the finished look using my everyday makeup / Project Pan. So let's go ahead and pick some new products out for the week. Okay, so this is most of my foundations and BB creams. So the MUA, if it will focus once again, the MUA Pro Base one is going back. And I think I want to use this some more. It's the Fit Me Smooth and Dewy. So yeah, I think I'll use this one for the week. I don't know if you can see, but this is where I keep all my lip products as well as concealers and some eyeliners. So we're gonna put this, focus, it's not really focusing, but this Essence color changing one back. And I think I'm going to focus on another Essence lip product. I got this one in a, camera won't focus. I got this lipstick in a little gift set with some nail polishes when I purchased some other goodies from them, and it is the Semi Matte in Lovely. So I think I'm going to try that out since I haven't used it yet. And then lastly, we have our concealer to change out. So I need to give my other products, sorry about the dust, I need to give my other products an opportunity too. So this is going away. All my concealers are in here. So pop that one in there. I'm going to use my She Glam 12 Hour Coverage Concealer in the shade Coconut Flakes. The camera won't really focus, but there we go, Coconut Flakes. So yeah, let's put all of that away. And then we'll have our foundation, concealer, and new lipstick, bronzer, highlighter, and primer oil. So yeah, so that brings us to the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this type of content, and I will definitely be back with another update, so keep a lookout for that. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and click the bell icon for notifications every time I upload. But other than that, that's it from me, guys. See you all next week. Bye!